So the next song on the album is My Precious Heart, which is my personal favourite song that I've ever written. I think it's the most vulnerable song I've ever written, and it's the most emotional. I wrote this one for my boyfriend, the same guy. Only ever had one boyfriend, so all the songs are about him. I wrote this one for his birthday. It was in July. It was a couple days before his birthday, and I wanted to give him something really special. I did get him other stuff as well, but I just wanted to give him something really personal and special, so I wrote this song for him. I wasn't expecting it to be my favourite song I've ever written, but like I said in the previous video, I think the best songs just come to you naturally and you don't really work hard at writing them. I think that kind of is the case with a lot of artists. So this song is just really emotional. The main idea of the song came from a text that, this is really just stupid, but okay, I'm a very soppy and emotional and sensitive person, and I'm quite a hopeless romantic, and so is he. So our texts are sometimes very mushy, but basically I could just feel myself starting to fall more and more, basically. We'd only been going on a few weeks, but you know when you just know. And I just said something to him that was like, please just don't end up being an asshole, please don't break my heart or anything. And he said, imagine thinking I'd ever break your precious heart. So that's kind of where the main idea of the song came from. So this is My Precious Heart. Counting the stars and the clouds in your eyes, sitting in the grass, struggling in my lies, swam from the bottom of the cold black sea, just to say you love me. Darling, don't you worry, you tick every box. You're a dreamer, a believer, just a little lost. Says to me halfway through a dream, just fall all over again. He's never gonna break my precious heart. I know who I am, and you can read about it in my chart. Do you remember when you said I'm like a day when nothing's wrong? Here's my love song. Summertime, you brought me a new cassette. Heaven, you would fall for a tall brunette, captured by your wisdom and introspect. Isn't that perfect? Flying to the moon just to keep you warm. Crying on the phone is my new art form. Even in the night, I can feel you storm. And born all over again. He's never gonna break my precious heart. I know who I am, and you can read about it in my chart. Do you remember when you said I'm like a day when nothing's wrong? Here's my love song. Hands up to the sky, I'm gonna lose myself tonight. Both feet on the ground, but I'm falling. Hands up to the sky, I'm gonna lose myself tonight. I'm lost in your eyes and I'm falling over again. He's never gonna break my precious heart. I know who I am, and you can read about it in my chart. Do you remember when you made me that 80s mixtape? Slowly learning that life is okay. Over again. He's never gonna break my precious heart. I know who I am, and you can read about it in my chart. Do you My Precious Heart. The lyrics to that song, again, are some of my favourite lyrics I've ever written. The opening lyrics, counting the clouds and the stars in your eyes, sitting in the grass, strangled in my lies, that came from a time when we were sitting in the grass outside the city hall. And it's just a really nice memory. He has these beautiful brown eyes, and when they hit the light, you can really see everything in them. That's kind of soppy, but it's true. The sitting in the grass strangled in my lies, that doesn't mean I'm a liar, it just means I was trying to convince myself not to fall for him because I was scared. Never really seen very many good examples of love working out in my life, so I was just very scared, basically, is what this song is about, and just learning to trust people. A lot of this song actually came from texts as well. The bit, darling, don't you worry, you tick every box. That was something that he said to me in a text. I still have the text. Wait, I saved it because, I don't know, I thought it would be nice to save. The text where he said, imagine she ticks every box and you find out her friends are nice and you can get on with them. You just keep hitting home runs. And it was just, it was a whole huge paragraph. And it just really made me feel so special. So I put that in the song. And the lyric, you swam up from the bottom of a cold black sleep, that's from a Sylvia Plath novel, The Bell Jar. I've always loved her work, she's been really inspiring, so I just thought that was a nice thing to put in. There's a lot of personal stuff in this song as well, a lot of, personal references that I won't talk about that are just special for me and him. But you're free to interpret the song however you want, Okay, the lyric in the chorus, I know who I am and you can read about it in my chart. That's an astrology thing. If you're not into astrology, I know it sounds like bullshit and you think it's bullshit, but let me just tell you, one of my boyfriend's best friends was always like, oh, astrology's so stupid, just the way those people are. And then I read his chart for him and he was like, whoa, that's scarily accurate and personal. I was like, yeah. So if you're not into it, that's probably just stupid, but I don't know, everyone's free to believe in whatever they want, and I believe in astrology, so that's what that lyric is about. It's about, if you want to know about me, you can read my birth chart. That sounds so stupid, I know, if you don't follow it, but if you do, I am the definition of a Pisces, so I'm sure you can know that from my lyrics if you're into astrology. The bit, do you remember when you said I'm like a day where nothing's wrong, that's from that big paragraph as well. He was like, let me actually quote it. He said, you ever get food and it hits every fucking mark, or I'll have one of those days where nothing goes wrong, that's you. So I thought that was nice as well. I put that in the song. In summertime you bought me a new cassette. Don't know why I sang that was weird. In summertime you bought me a new cassette. I have it right here. Well, technically he bought me two. So this is the one he bought me. This was before we were officially going out. He bought me this. It was because he said he remembered that I told him I had a thing for 90s bubblegum pop. So he got me a cassette of Aqua Barbie Girl. And then he designed the cover himself and all. And I was like, oh, I don't know if he likes me, but he did this. And all my friends in work were like, Melanie, that boy's in love with you. Boys don't just do that. So that's what that was about. And then there's a lyric later in the song that says, do you remember when you made me that 80s mixtape? That's what this is. And I talked about that a bit in the Butterfly Kingdom video. And then on the back he cut out bus tickets, and the bus ticket and the TGI Friday stamp from our first date, and just lots of little stuff like that. So that was really, really nice. Yeah. This song has a lot of great memories in it. There's another astrology reference actually, the bit flying to the moon just to keep you warm. He is a Cancer, and if you're into astrology you would know that the moon is the ruler of Cancer, so that's what that is about. There's also references to that in Firefly. I'll talk about that later whenever we get to that video. So yeah, that's basically the lyrics of that song. Yeah, I think that is probably my favourite song I've ever written, so if you like it, thanks for listening and thanks for watching this video.